Good afternoon, YouTube. Coach Tracy here, and I was literally diagnosed with fatty liver disease. I'm going to say back when I was 30, when I went in for a liver scan, I had a lot of symptoms that needed to be explored. I had gastrointestinal issues, uh, basically irritable bowel syndrome and diverticulosis, that litis that went into losis. And so, addressing all of these issues at once, they found that I had fat accumulation on my liver. So, being that that in itself is very, very scary, um, with all the emotions that are surrounding that, because there's a lot of doctors that don't really give a lot of information as to what is causing it or what is it that you need to do. But I was able to literally cure my non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, um, with absolutely no supplements or no medications. And that's really not what this video is about, because I didn't want to come in here and just talk about my ailments. What I want to do is to give the value that is much needed in order to be able to cure this disease. Because if it's not, and it gets to a certain area like stage 4, uh, high end stage 3 to right in the beginning of stage 4, uh, there is literally nothing that can be done. The only thing that can be done is maybe the doctors can patch you up with a shunt in your liver, rerouting the portal veins, which is basically a band-aid only, because the only thing that can be done is a liver transplant. And so, and God forbid you're not on a waiting list for 4 years, because uh, we all know, being on a transplant waiting list, there are some times that getting you'll end up passing before you're able to get the transplant. And so my job when I lost my father in 1995 to this dilapidating disease, his was brought on by alcohol, severe alcoholism. And it was literally into stage 4 at this point. There was nothing anybody could even do. And it was too far advanced stage 4 that a liver transplant was not even, it wasn't even heard of. So um, it's just, that's what ends up happening. We've got one liver, and it is a very, very tender organ. And keeping care of that organ is my specialty. It's what I've been doing my whole life almost. I'm 54, and I am a licensed professional licensed life coach. But I specialize in fatty liver. I've cured about 4 people already. My one gal has gone from a wheelchair, and she has had the I can't recall the name. It's a HPS or HS, whatever. It's the procedure where they put the the shunts in your liver to reroute your portal veins. And I became intimate with it when I got cured. So I really paid attention, because I had one of the best liver specialists in San Antonio, Dr. Eric Lawitz, and he's one of the top known, renowned doctors for curing hepatitis C, gastrointestinal issues, things like this. Um, and I got the best compliment ever, because I cured high end stage 3 with scarring to 100% healthy liver in 10 months using diet alone. It's that easy. And I did it using nothing but self discipline and the combination of nutrients that our bodies require every day to maintain that healthy balance. Because what you're wanting to do here is maintain the cells in the liver and keep them healthy. I've talked in my videos before about, you got 2 cycles of the liver. Okay, when your liver births new cells, it comes to maturation in about 3 months, and then they start dying off. And the cycle goes over, and it just goes over and over and over. So what the process is, and what the key is that you want to keep those cells as healthy as possible. And in doing that, our bodies require a certain daily maintenance of nutrients in order to keep our organs functioning at optimal rate. And that's cutting back on sugars, that's cutting back on sodas. And that all leads back to self-discipline. If you don't have self-discipline and you're not brutally honest with yourself, that is just one of the keys that has to change in order for you to cure your fatty liver disease. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And then you need to come in with the healthy recipes, and you have to learn what to stay away from. It's all processed. There's so much preservatives in foods that, you know, it's very, very bad for us. And it starts at a very early age. Now, fatty liver disease has nothing to do with weight. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, young children are being diagnosed at 8 years old with fatty liver disease. And there's a baffling the medical community. Now, there are a lot of doctors who are on board with fatty liver disease, and they're really trying to do that. And I'm not a doctor, but I'm a life coach, and I'm one of them. I'm very passionate about this because it starts as a baby. We're brought in eating baby food, shelved baby foods, right? Unless unless you were fortunate enough to have a mother that made all your baby food. I did not. I was brought in on jar baby food and powdered milk. All of that is ridden with preservatives and processed ingredients. I mean, think about it. Formula is one of the most highly processed things, and it's so normal just to feed it to our children. A lot of women can't breastfeed only because of the diets, the foods. It's causing generationally, it's causing the demise, and it's repetitively continuing until we can stop this vicious cycle. And the only way to stop the vicious cycle is to have that self-discipline with yourself and come in with somebody who is knowledgeable enough to guide you in the right direction for the nutrients. It's all fresh foods. Even you have to be concerned about that, because a lot of the farmers in a lot of the other states, the soils are already tainted because of the pesticides that they use. So your roots are absorbing that. And once the roots of the plants absorb that, you're still ingesting it, you see? So it really comes down to getting into the minute area of what to do and what not to do. And I'm very open for a free 30-minute clarity call in order to assess you. But I also have a private group that I just wanted to tell everybody about, Holistic Health with Tracy Badbada. And I think the link is in the description below the channel here. I have installed a bunch of links of different things that is pretty necessary in maintaining that balance, not only with your liver, but with your pancreas, and also with just maintaining a good health. I mean, I'm located here in the Philippines, and it's been very hard for me to get online or even blog for my channel here and travel, because I don't have a vehicle, and the internet and the electricity issues are very, very difficult. Kind of live behind a gas station, so like right now they're eating and they're resting, so I had a window to come on and and record my Zoom, because they're pounding away on they're redoing the roof. And so bunch of repairs. They work so hard here. And literally where I live, there's not one diagnosis of fatty liver disease. And I'm in Pagudpud, the Blue Lagoon, Ilocos Norte, Philippines. I'm all the way up north. And so I'm actually going to go more north, which is Claveria to Gat, because I bought a boat and my boat is there. What they have here is type 2 diabetes because they love their sweets. Oh my gosh, do they love their sweets and their sodas. And it's incredible. And they have high blood pressure here because they eat a lot of salted fish and things called bogong. I mean, it's healthy for the body, but it just really raises those blood pressures. So my goal is to open up a health and wellness center into God so that I can operate out of there and finally get out of trying to make videos and stuff like this in my room, just sitting on my bed. But back to the liver. So these are some of the things that you need to do in order to, you know, fix the situation that you might have found yourself in. And panicking about it or getting upset about it, that doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anybody. It's not even helping yourself. So relax, because it literally takes about 5 to 10 years for the liver to deteriorate. So this is a time thing, and curing it can be faster than the demise of your liver. So don't panic, don't overreact. Just take a deep breath and know you got this. And there are people on your side that can help. So on that note, I'm going to keep this kind of short today because they're getting ready to come back for work. So I just wanted to come in and tell you that the key to this is finding the balance of nutrients that will optimize your liver's health. And what I mean by that is you come in and you decrease your sugars, decrease your sodas, decrease your breads. You can't stop anything. Do not eliminate anything from your diet. Even if it's pizzas or hamburgers, it's just finding that balance. It's maybe having a pizza once a month or once every 2 months. You see, having that big old plate of country fried steak or something like that, like once every 2 months, you know, things like that. At the rest of the time, you're coming in with a healthy diet. And so, on that note, stay tuned because I'll be putting out more content and I'll be putting out more details in that content. And know that the more calm that you can stay, and just know that you're going to get on top of this, then you will. When there's a will, there's a way. And I've always said that. So remember, the key to curing this: self-discipline and getting the correct nutrients that your liver and your pancreas needs. And that is essential for curing fatty liver disease and staying on that schedule. Because literally, this has to be on a schedule. Bragg's apple cider vinegar did it for me. That was one of them. Literally, it is a cure-all because it is made from organic fermented apples. And it is one of the best healthy things that you can do for your body and put into your body. Now, most people say, I can't get past the taste. Well, what's more important? You focusing on the taste of it or curing your liver? That goes back to the self-discipline area. That goes back to not listening to your computer, but listening to your soul. Because everybody has that fight within themselves, you know, everybody. So it's basically controlling this and not letting this control you. On that note, I'll see you in the next video. I'll be making a little bit more content and posting it more often. I've had a lack of electricity and internet for a while. We had a typhoon come through. So it kind of puts a damper on things. And it puts a wedge in between me coming in and trying to give value. Besides, I'm running 3 other groups. So my time is, you know, all over the place a little bit. So, but if you want, join my free Facebook group, Holistic Health with Tracy Badbada. I know the link's in the description below. Ton of recipes, live cooking. I have a free email list where I send out my collection of recipes. I have a collection of recipes that I had worked on for over a year, about 30 of them, I guess, already in the book, and it's under $30. You don't need an expensive doctor. You don't need expensive medications. You don't need anything. As a matter of fact, if you're on medications, I highly recommend you get off them because the side effect to the medications can be causing the fatty liver as well. As a matter of fact, I saw one lady, as a matter of fact, I knew her personally in Texas, where I used to live, that had a car accident, major car accident. So the doctors had put her on a bunch of pain pills. And over time, she became addicted to that. And she became reliant on those pain pills to take away her pain instead of trying to do it in different ways. Acupuncture, things like that. Tried and true natural remedies. It was just easier for her, I guess. And I'm not discounting the pain, okay? I'm not discounting that at all. But I tried to tell her the 9 different pain medications you're on. Well, she was diagnosed and she has now passed. I tried so hard to tell her, you've got to change what you're doing. But it's very hard for some people to do that. And this is where it's important to get someone that can help you. And you have to be open and receptive to changing the trajectory of your liver. Otherwise, you're never going to change it. Can it be done? Absolutely. I did it in 10 months. Did this person get fatty liver disease in 10 months? Absolutely not. So you see, it's longer to get it, but it can be quicker to cure it. So on that note, they're coming back to work. I need to close it down. Otherwise, y'all will never even hear me and it'll just be a major distraction. So I'll see you guys on the next video. And like I said, you want to have access to all this information, join my private group.